We are here to make an important statement because it is quite clear that the prospects of a humiliating defeat that loom large for the Bharatiya Janata Party here in Karnataka has rattled them and has made them so desperate that their star campaigner and their tall leader, Mr. Basangoda Patil Yatnal, has made an extremely derogatory and extremely shameful remark against former Congress President, UPA Chairperson and Chairperson of the Congress Parliamentary Party, Srimati Sonia Gandhi ji. He has the audacity to call her a Vishkanya and call her a Pakistan and Chinese agent. She is not just an elected member of parliament, and which is why it is not just her insult or insult of a woman, but it is also extremely insulting and extremely derogatory for her constituents who have elected her repeatedly to parliament. I want to emphasize the fact here that Mr. Yatnal is perhaps just a means. He is just mouthing the words that are coming straight from either Chief Minister Bommai or Prime Minister Narendra Modi. And the reality is that Mrs. Gandhi has been attacked personally on multiple counts by the Prime Minister himself, who called her a Jersey cow, who called her a Congress ki vidwa. But who is Mrs. Gandhi? Srimati Sonia Gandhi ji is an elected member of parliament. She is a former Congress president. She is the chairperson of the Congress Parliamentary Party. But more than all of that, Srimati Sonia Gandhi ji is someone in whose arms Indira ji breathed her last. When she was shot at with 32 bullets and she was bleeding, she breathed her last in Sonia ji's arms. Sonia ji is the widow of former Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi, a man who made the supreme sacrifice for this country, a martyr's widow, and this is what they say about her. Srimati Sonia Gandhi is someone who made the sacrifice as far as the Prime Minister's position is concerned. The election was her mandate. She is someone who has given this country path-breaking reforms, whether it is Manrega, the right to work in rural areas, or whether it is right to information, right to education, right to food. These are path-breaking reforms. These are rights that were given to the people of this country by Srimati Sonia Gandhi ji and of course the Manmohan Singh government. And when you attack her, you don't just attack an individual, you attack the ideology that she stands for, you attack women all over the country. And if the Prime Minister is not patronizing Mr. Yatnal, because truth be told, Mr. Yatnal seems to be the blue-eyed boy of none other than Prime Minister Modi himself. And which is why questions will be raised. And the country today, which is enraged, wants to know, what is the Prime Minister's stand on this? Why is the Prime Minister quiet? And is his silence really the political patronage that he is giving to Mr. Yatnal? I think these are questions that loom large, and without wasting any time, if he does believe in Nari Shakti like he says, he needs to apologize to this country, apologize to women all over India, apologize to Mrs. Gandhi, and apologize to the top leadership of the Congress party. And more than anything else, a man like Yatnal has no place. The filth, the derogatory language has no place in a democracy, in public life or in politics, and he needs to be thrown out. He needs to be fired from the BJP with immediate effect, because this is an extremely serious offense that he has committed. He's a repeat offender. He was the man who was on record to say that the Chief Minister's chair within the BJP in Karnataka can be bought for 2,500 crore rupees. I don't know what explains the fact that he's the star campaigner of the BJP. He's contesting an election on their ticket. But today, we want to ask that a man who served as the junior minister for aviation in Atalji's cabinet, has politics come to this bigger low? Is politics scratching the rock bottom as far as public life is concerned? And is the BJP so rattled that they have stooped to name calling? But let me remind the people here that Karnataka has always stood for the dignity of women, has always stood for the dignity of Sonia ji and her family. Please remember, it was Chikmagalur that elected Indira ji back to house. It was Bellary that bestowed its faith within and upon Sonia Gandhi ji. And it is once again Karnataka that will settle scores with an arrogant, defiled BJP government here. But I think questions need to be raised on the propriety and on the silence of the Prime Minister and the Chief Minister. Because until they do not speak and until they don't take action, they have no moral right to talk about women's rights anywhere in this country.